Hey
Can you
guys,
find
it's Kuybi
something
here,
large?
and as you just heard, I have Robbie and Leah here with me as well. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
As you guys saw earlier today, I posted a video called Structure Hunt, and it's a minigame that I created based off a mod I found on YouTube, the Instant Structures mod. And in the video I said I was going to do a tutorial on how to do it, and this is that tutorial. So this is how you're going to set up the game before it starts. So first off, you're going to have a level called World. That's all you need. It just needs to be a random world that's just generated. Nobody's been in it. You need to change the world file for every single game you play. So after you're done and you want to start a new game, just delete the world file from your server folder and just run it again and a new world will be created. Now, of course, this is on the server properties, which I believe you guys, for those who want to make this, I'm going to say there are tons of YouTube videos on how to get Forge and how to get the mods for this, which are the Lucky Block mod and the Instant Structures mod. So you can just look it up on YouTube. I'm not going to talk about that stuff right now, just because I believe that if you're looking at this video, you're going to already have the Forge server, and you're already going to have the mods needed. So you're going to know how to do all of that. So, any other thing that's really, like, specific that you need to put on is NPCs is false, animals is false, PvP is true, and monsters is false. So you're gonna save that, and you're gonna go and find your server, which is this. So I'm gonna put up the server. Now, when I put up the server, nobody is allowed on it. The next thing you do is you are going to have a list. Let me just minimize that. You are going to have a list that looks like this. And this is the structure hunt list, basically. What happens is, these are most of the structures that you can find in this mod. And there are 36 of them in total. One person is going to be the referee of the entire match. So they're just going to watch the match and do what the rules say, which I will explain later. The first thing that person has to do is have this file out, and they need to number each of these a different number between 1 and 36. They don't want to save the file because this file is going to just be used for every single game, just so you only have to have one file. After you number everything, you're going to go into Skype, because I'm guessing that Skype is what you're going to be using for you and your friends to play this. And usually this is just going to be a play it with a friend game. This isn't going to be like an online you don't know these people game. You need to know the people you're playing with, so you all can get on Skype and you can, like, do this fairly. And why is pumpkin spelled wrong? I don't even know. But as you see, I've got all of these, so I'd be numbering them from 1 to 36, all random. So they're just going to be random numbers in between those two. When you're done, you're going to go on Skype and you're going to talk to the two of your friends and say, okay, pick a number between 1 and 36. And then they pick a number, and whichever number that corresponds to on this list is going to be their block. So you're going to have to remember this while you're going into the server, which now you can do. Now, when you do that, you're only going to have yourself in the server. You do not want any of the players on the server, just you. So I'm going to allow Robbie to come on just because he doesn't actually know what he has to do for this. So Robbie, you can connect to the server. So I'm kind of teaching him
I'm
too.
already logging.
Okay, so Robbie, I'm going to have you go to Game Mode C.
I'm already there.
Okay, so stop placing stuff. Okay. Fly with me. So the first thing, why can't I fly? So the first thing you have to do after you figure out the blocks that are needed, let's just go with our last thing. So I got this. Stop going above me. But okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll just pick the structure blocks from our minigame. So Robbie, you had the
Yeah, I know which one I have.
yeah, do you know which one you had? I know which one I had. I had skyscraper, you had mega tower. So now we're gonna find a place for the first spawn. So basically all you have to do is just look around for a random place that is kind of open. You want to find an open place so they have somewhere to place their structure and not get, like, warped by the trees. So I'd say right over here. What?
Oh, that's a part of the Lucky Block mod. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd say right here. So if you TP to me, Robbie.
Oh, do I have to go to you?
Yeah, I'd say just here.
Alright. Okay.
I teleported you. Okay, my
Thank
game
you.
is
Oh,
lagging
that's
extremely
great.
right now. I don't even see you, Robbie, but I'm lagging. Oh, there
Okay.
you go. Okay, so say this is going to be, say Robbie's area. So what you're going to do, is for your first friend, you are going to grab these items. You're going to grab a chest, and Robbie, I want you to do this too. You're going to grab a piece of obsidian, and you're going to grab their structure blocks. So in this case, I'm going to grab, here's the actual mod. I'm going to grab the mega tower. Now, I'm going to say place the chest down, and put those 2 blocks in it. From there, you're going to need a bit more of some, a couple more items. First off, you're going to want full iron armor. You can get rid of the chest. And you want to get full iron armor. You want to get all stone tools, which includes shovel, pickaxe, and axe. Don't get the hoe, because the hoe is useless. Haha, funny. And then, 3 stacks of steak. Let me grab one more. And then you're going to put this all in the chest. And that is how you set up the beginning chest. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to hit F3 or whatever button it shows you your coordinates. And you're also going to pull up the text file that we had earlier of the blocks. Now, if you see as I go lower, I have player 1 status and player 2 status on here telling the X, Y, Z direction and biome. So, if you guys remember from our minigame, 5 minutes in, we had a coin flip, and we told what direction we had to go in to get to the other player's base, although told the opposite way. Thank you, Sebastian. And the biome. So, I'm going to look at the X, Y, and Z here. So, my X is negative 187, and I'm going to keep pulling these up. So, the X of player 1 is negative 187. Then, I look at the Y, and it is 64. Robbie, stop shooting at me.
I'm not. I'm shooting at this tree.
Wait, what did I just say?
He was earlier.
64, I'm sorry. So, the Y is 64, and the Z is 17. So, you put those 3, then you check which biome it is in. And the biome is swampland. So, in your biome, you're going to want to put swamp land. And that's how you do it for that one. And basically, this person's all set up. Now, you're probably wondering why didn't you put the direction in there, and that's because we have not found player 2's right place yet. So, we're going to fly again, and we're going to choose one basic direction to go in. So, you can pick the direction. Do you want it?
This way.
Okay, so, that way. So, we're going east. So, first off, before we do anything, before we start moving, we are going to put this directly east from him, so we're going to put east. As in, he needs to go east to get to the next player's structure. So we're going to go directly east. Now, the rule on this is, both of the spawns need to be at least 500 blocks apart. So, as you guys remember, if we pull up our little checklist that you're going to see a lot of, our X was negative 187. So it needs to be at least negative 487 to, or actually regular 487 to be a good enough distance away. And as you can see, we do have some land around here, and there is a lot of water that they're going to have to go by. So Robbie's not being that generous with this.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm right here.
And our Z is varying a little bit, but that really doesn't matter. Like, basically, it's directly east, so we're just waiting for that, and it can be over 500, it can be up to however long you want, but it needs to be at least 500. Now, if you want the game to go short, make it exactly 500. If you want to make it long, make it 2,000. It really doesn't matter. Infinite worlds have infinite possibilities. So, we're basically around that part. I'm going to place it at 500, I think. No, I'll place it at,
No, just
let's
simple.
just go right here. So 5:30. So now we're going to be placing our exact same stuff. Robbie, do you have the items that I told you before in a
Uh,
chest, or did you not listen to me and grab them?
you said grab a chest, grab the structure block, and then also.
Here, just put it on the ground right in front of me, basically. Here, stand where I'm standing, and then put it on the ground right here. Except not right there. Just do it one block back. Or right there. That's fine too. And now put everything in this, there that you need. Now you're gonna get the skyscraper block.
Yes, Raper, fucker.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna do this. So you know already what you had to do. You just go into your thing and put everybody's stats. So I believe I put 530, but it went up to 531. And then if I move it, it's 73 and 20. So move that back. 73 and 20. Now we want to put the direction as west, and that's simple because if the first person has to go east, the next person has to go west. Now for the biome, why did I shorten that? The biome is extreme hills. Wow, that's actually really ironic.
Yeah.
Why do we always pick extreme hills? Like the last 3 games has been extreme hills. Okay, so now you have all the stats. Now remember, do not save this, but keep it up while you're playing the game. So now say you have everything set up. You also need an obsidian and full iron. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on there. I was just.
Yeah, now you just need the obsidian and you're good. Now we're not going to spawn in anything, but now we'll explain how the game works. So Robbie, you're going to be like my test dummy, basically.
Okay.
So after you fill out your chest, you are going to get on a Skype call with both of your friends. Now, say Robbie's one of my friends playing, and I say, Robbie, you can get on the server. Robbie is the only one that can get on the server other than me. The other player cannot be on the server just for the fact of when you set your spawn point, it shows the coordinates, and we don't want the other player knowing the coordinates. So I would be standing right here, and I'd have Robbie TP to me, but he's already here. And then I'd tell him to look at his chest and do /spawn point. So will you do that? And it really doesn't matter that you do it either way, so I'll just say that you did it. Did you? Either way? Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's set to spawn, and it tells the exact coordinates. So we didn't want the other player on. So then we'd have Robbie disconnect, which we don't need him to do. Now, as soon as Robbie would disconnect, you can tell your other friend, say Sebastian, okay, you can get on. You're going to TP to me, which is going to be at the other chest that we put at least like 500 blocks away, and he's going to do the exact same thing. They cannot look in their chest. Robbie, get back up here. But they cannot look in their chest. Then, just to clear the chat, you're going to have your second friend disconnect, and then everybody is going to connect again. So everybody's going to be on the server, they're going to be in front of their blocks, or their chest. So what you're going to do as the referee is go into your inventory and go invisibility and get the 6-minute splash potion of invisibility. And you're gonna
hold on, I want to talk about that. You can just drink the like 8-minute one.
Or you can drink the 8-minute one, that's true. But I just find it easier to splash because then it's just right click and you're done. But it's up to you which one you get. Don't do that. Drink a bucket of milk now. We need to see you. We need to see you, Robbie. Drink milk.
You can see the potion.
No, drink milk. We need to see your body. You're our test dummy.
Oh, fine, hold on. Let me find them.
But, okay, so you're gonna... Only the referee is the one that can be invisible. And they're just gonna stay invisible, so if they're trying to fly between the contestants, they can't see where the referee's flying to. So now, Robbie, stand in front of this chest.
Okay.
And I fall down a hole. And don't open it. So basically, you're going to announce the rules, which we're going to talk about the rules while we're going. But you're going to announce the rules, and then you're going to call go. So say I call go, and then Robbie would open his chest, which you don't have to do. You don't have to do that. And he's going to pull out all the items in his chest, and it's just going to go like it did before. Now, to explain the rules, to make it easier on the the people that are playing. After 5 minutes, the referee, which is you are going to flip a coin. The first flip decides which person gets to call the next coin flip. So say if I got heads, I'd pick Robbie, and if I got tails, I'd pick Sebastian. Say I got heads. So then I would tell Robbie, okay, I'm going to flip a coin. If you get this coin flip right, I'm going to look on my list where I put player 2 status, as in, well, I guess player 1 status, seeing that we're at the player 2 spot. But I'm going to look at that and tell you what direction you have to move, which is east, and which biome you have to go to, which, why is that an M? That's supposed to be an N. So, say he calls it right, so I go into the Skype, which I'm not actually going to do, just to be random, and you're going to go to your friend's, you're going to go straight to your friend's, message page. You're not going to put it in the group chat, because then the other person can also see it at any time. So, even though that really doesn't matter, it's just for nice reasons. So then they will know which direction they have to go to and which biome they have to go to. Now, after 10 minutes, I can turn this off now. After 10 minutes, you're going to go into your inventory. You should do this also before the game, just so you're ready for this. But after 10 minutes, that's VERY, you are going to give each player 3 very lucky blocks. Now this is depending on your time limit. As you know, I say 10 minutes, but that's because the one that we did in the video, we were strapped for time because it was like 9 o'clock at night. If you're playing at like 6 or something and you want to make it like 15 minutes, you can do that. And so, I'd be like, okay Robbie, 15 minutes have passed. Here are your 3 lucky blocks, and just place them on the ground. And you have to make sure they are very lucky blocks. And so Robbie would break them, and I would also be giving them to Sebastian, and he'd be breaking them. Now say, Robbie, you got a diamond pickaxe. The rule is when you have enough diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe, or you obtain a diamond pickaxe, you have to alert the other player. From then on, you will not get any more lucky blocks. So if you had a diamond pick, you would get no more lucky blocks. The other player, however, is going to get 1 very lucky block every 2 minutes. If you want to make it 3 minutes, you can. If you want a longer game, it's all up to you. The time limits are really up to you. Let's see, what else? So they get a very lucky block every 2 minutes until they get diamond, enough diamond for a pickaxe, or they get a diamond pickaxe. From then on, when both people have a diamond pickaxe, they do not get any more lucky blocks. Now, as you remember, say Robbie won the coin flip, so he already knows which biome he's going to and which direction he needs to go. So, as soon as the other player gets his diamond pick, or her diamond pick, you need to tell them which direction they need to go and which biome they need to go to. That way it's on even ground and everybody knows where they're going. So as soon as, when both people have their diamond picks, both of them should know where they're going and what biome. To make it a lot easier on them, like a ton easier, say, you also get to pick the time limit for this, but we were 50 minutes into the game. It had been at least 20 minutes since we had both gotten a diamond pick, and we had no idea where the other person's base is. That is when Sebastian went into our Skypes, and he typed in the exact coordinates of each player's base. And that is a rule, after, say, whichever time limit you want. If it's like when the game reaches an hour, when it's been like 30 minutes and people have had their pickaxes for a long time, stuff like that, you get to go into each separate person's Skype chat and type in the coordinates. And that's about it. That's the entire ruling of it. And after you give out the coordinates, you're basically done. You just watch to see who's in like, who has mined the obsidian or not. Now, you can make up your own rules, as in to whether you tell anybody any information, like whether they're close to the base. You can't tell them like exactly where to go to get to the base, but you can be like, you are fairly close to the base, you're very close to the base, stuff like that. But that is under your own discretion. If somebody asks you, am I close to the base, and they just say, I'm not telling you that, then they're not going to tell you that. We should have got fireworks for our last game. But yeah, that's about it, guys. And so, yeah, do you have anything to add, Robbie? Anything I might have missed?
Play hard.
Play hard, of course. If you are playing, you're going to have somebody else do it. A tip is if you and your friends are planning on playing this a lot and you want to play the game, which I'm betting you will because this is an awesome game, make up one structure hunt file with all the block names so you can number them and all the stats in there, and just send it to your friends over Skype so everybody has the exact same file. That'll make it so much easier on you guys for doing that. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Hold on. Make sure that the list for the structures is random every time.
Yes, every single time.
Always change it.
As I said before, always change the numbers on the blocks. You're not going to want to save that file at all because you're always going to be using different coordinates. You're always going to be using different numbers for each block, all sorts of stuff. So instead of making like 50 copies of the same exact file, just don't save it and just keep it up until your game's over. I just lost my words right there. If it's like going to be a day or 2 days in between, if there's going to be like a long time period in between when you guys pick the blocks and make the spawns before you play the game, then I'd say save it, but save it in like a different file name so you can just delete that file when you're done with it. But yeah, I don't think I've missed anything, so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content and the commentary, even though there's not much of it. It shows that we're going in the right direction, and I hope this tutorial helped you out a lot, and I hope you guys have fun playing Structure Hunt with your friends. So that's it. So from Kuybi and Robbie and everyone else,
yeah.
bye!
Bye.
Bye!